Hey, great morning, folks. This is Wesley Virgin here, and it's approximately 8:56 a.m. in the morning here. I'm in Vietnam, and I know it's evening time there. Okay, but I wanted to share some with you about fear. I want to talk about fear, and more specifically, I want to talk about how I deal with fear as a 8-figure millionaire, okay? How I deal with fear as a 8-figure millionaire. Hey guys, what's going on? I was running ads here if you want to know what I'm doing. I'm in Vietnam. I'm in Saigon here in Asia. I'm working on my ads here. Many of you know that I have recently developed an app, and if you want to get access to it early, it's free. Just go to Manifest AI, Elevate Your Goals, type that on your iPhone. Like I said, it's free to use. We do have some paid options as well, but check it out. We have now discovered how to use AI to program your mind to manifest and attract what you want, hence the view, okay? But I want to talk about fear, okay? How's everybody doing? Go ahead and comment your names here below. And if you're brand new to the rant, my name is Wesley Virgin. I'm a self-made millionaire from Houston, Texas. I've traveled the world. I'm a father. I am a business entrepreneur. I'm in the digital marketing space, but I spend a monicum of my time on the internet here on Instagram to educate young and older people about how to attract and manifest their dreams and really understand the metaphysics of that. I do my best to explain it in a way that you actually understand it and get it so you can apply it, if that makes sense. So this is why people listen to my podcast online, because I believe I do a great job of articulating that. It's not arduous at all. It's not difficult to understand here. So we're going to talk about fear. I'm going to share with you how I deal with fear as an 8-figure earner. My net worth is about $40 million. The next 2 years, it'll be about $100 million. As a matter of fact, this app here, in about 5 years, we'll set it for maybe $500 million here. But enough about that. Let's talk about you. Go ahead and comment your names here below. I'm going to give you guys a shout out. And let me suggest something. Have something to write with. Take out your pen and paper here. And if you want me to walk around so you guys can see the presidential suite, I did do a video. This is the sickest suite I've ever seen or stayed in my life. It's about 8,000 square foot. Me and my girl, we're here, and we're having a just outstanding time here. So, hey Jojo, hey Galvin, if you hear your name, if you don't mind, just say I'm ready, Wes, or hit the like button, hit the share button. Just let me know that you're here. I want to recognize you as well. Uriah from Jamaica. Hey, Paul. Hey, Karen. How are you? Slim Bands. What's going on? How are you? Okay. Jojo. Giovanni. How are you, sir? Paul. Hey. What's going on? Max. We have beautiful Whitney here. Okay. Charlotte. North Carolina. Eric. Go ahead and comment your names here below. I just want you to know I am a real person. I'm not a bot. See, I'm here. It's behind the camera here. And I'm going to give you real, genuine, direct advice on how to be extremely successful. And to explain to you, it doesn't take, it's not that difficult as it used to be, because the information that's available now is so pervasive and available that if you just focus and learn and understand how your mind works, it's pretty easy to make a ton of money and to be happy and to have the life that you have designed for yourself. Okay? Hey, what's going on, London? So let's talk about how to deal with fear. How many of you have any fears? I was talking to someone and they said, Wesley, you should talk about fear. And it appears I've spoken about fear before, but it looks like people like yourself are still experiencing fear as it relates to having what you want. Like, I'm in a $10,000 per night penthouse right now, presidential suite here, right? And, when you think about that, when you think about a person that would spend that amount of money, the first question is that you should ask him is not, what did you do to get here? The question that you should ask is, how did you think? What type of thinking do you need to be comfortable to spend $10,000 per night in a suite here in Vietnam here? That's Saigon, by the way. Check it out. If you like the view, hit the like and share button. Okay, and I want to talk about that. I want to help you because I wish I knew this in my 20s. As a matter of fact, how many of you in your 20s? Raise your hand. Comment below. How many of you are in your 30s? Okay. Well, let's talk about it. Now, listen. If we're going to have an honest conversation here tonight or this morning, my time, I need you to be interactive in the comments below, and I need you to be honest with me. Is that okay? That's important. I had a breakthrough in my life personally when I decided to be honest with myself. Does that make sense? When I made a decision to be honest with myself, it's when I experienced a breakthrough financially here. So I know a lot of you don't know me, some of you do, but I'm going to ask for your trust. Okay? And if I ask you to do something, just do it. Okay? So I need you to be a bit interactive. How many of you feel that there's some fear in your life right now that is stopping you from getting the results or experiencing the life that you feel you deserve to have? Comment below. Be honest. Doesn't matter if you're in your 40s, 20s, 30s, just starting out. Just comment below. And what I want you to do, I want you to be bold here with me. Okay? I'm asking one more thing of you. I want you to comment below and comment what that fear is. Okay? Like, what are you afraid of? Lily Prosperity says, I lost so much money on business ventures. Thank you, Lily. I appreciate you for leaving that comment. DJ Gatto said, I can't mention it. Well, DJ Gatto, if you could mention it, what would it be? And I get it. Listen, I know some of you are afraid and embarrassed when it comes to your fear and what it is. But take a leap of faith with me, okay? My only fear is not trying, okay? Go ahead, guys. Go ahead and comment more fears below. Like, if you want to have a breakthrough, comment the word breakthrough. That's what we all want, right? Breakthrough in business, breakthrough in your relationships, with your body, with your health. I want you to comment below. I'm your millionaire mentor. And tell me what your biggest fear is, okay? What's your fear? Somebody said the fear of rejection. Okay? Okay. So let me ask you another question here. So whatever your fear is, and I'm talking to all of you directly. I'm talking to that young lady that's in the bed right now listening to my voice. I'm talking to the young man that's single, or even the young man that's married, or even the woman that's married as well, or even the single mom that have children. I want you to think about something. Whatever that fear is that you know, right? You said that you're fully aware that that's the fear that's stopping you from getting what you want. My next question is this. Why do you think that whatever you type below, whatever that fear is, Why do you think that's holding you back? Like, how are you so sure? Some of you said fear of rejection, fear of failure. Wes, I invested a lot of money. I'm afraid. Like, how do you know? Just stay with me for a second. How do you know that that is the single fear that's causing you not to make progress? Comment below. Like, why do you, I looked at the comments below. I see what you guys wrote. And I'm telling you exactly what I did before I became an 8-figure millionaire, right? Okay. I had to learn how to be a deep thinker, which means is I had to learn how to understand and rationalize my own fears or thoughts about and beliefs about anything. So instead of saying, well, I just fear rejection. Well, I just fear losing money. I fear being embarrassed. I had to ask myself, well, why? Why do I fear rejection? I'm talking to you. Hello? Talking to you. Why do you fear rejection? Okay? Why do you fear rejection? Why do you fear losing money? Why do you have fear around if you lose your job or if you quit your job, that the business or the entrepreneurship type of venture, it's not going to work out in your favor? Like, how do you know that for sure? Comment below. Okay, guys, comment below. Someone said losing health. I guess you have a fear of getting sick, right? I realize being rejected is actually a great filter to people who don't match my reality. Okay. Okay. So let me share a little bit about myself, like my story. One thing, the reason why I'm able to address and to deal with fear much better than others is because I decided to educate myself what fear really was. Okay? Because the thing is, growing up, no one really teaches us about fear, right? It's like fear is learned, obviously. Like we learn not to touch the hot boiling pot on the stove. We learn not to put our finger in the electrical outlet, right? Don't do that. You're going to shock yourself. Don't touch that, right? So fear is learned, but fear is not explained in detail. So as you get older, whenever something negative, and this is conditioning, by the way, guys, stay with me here. Whenever something negative takes place in our life that hurts us, whether it's emotional pain or physical pain, we associate what we call fear to it, which means it's something that we don't want to happen. Does that make sense? But if you're never educated and don't understand the disparity or the difference between touching a stove and quitting your job to start a business, if you combine those things together, then you won't do anything. But those fears are different. Like the fear of leaving your job or starting a new relationship or investing some money is very different from sticking your finger into an electrical outlet. Does that make sense, everyone? Come with the word value, if that makes sense. See, one thing that I kind of, honestly, I pat myself on the back for is because I'm able to explain something that is very simplistic, but the issue is many of you don't think about it. Okay? Like, understanding fear, it's very simple to understand it, but if it's never been explained to you properly, then you think that this fear, what you call it, is the reason why you can't make money, the reason why you can't lose weight, you can't be in a better relationship, the reason why you have low self-esteem, whatever, right? So, write this down. And I've spoken about this before, but remember, repetition is the mother of skill. You got to hear things over and over again for you to get it deeply in that mind of yours. Listen, fear, I'm going to help you understand it. Because if you understand fear, then you will realize that you no longer have to use fear as a barrier to get what you want for yourself, for your children, for your family, your mama, your daddy, whoever. Does that make sense? Because right now you're using fear as a barrier, a deterrent that is causing you not to move forward. Because as soon as you say, well, I don't want to do this because I don't want this to happen, well, that's a barrier that you are strategically, almost on purpose, putting in front of you that is not even real. It's an illusion. We're going to talk more about that. I'm going to teach you on how not to create these illusional barriers so you can have whatever you want. You see this? This is what you want. You want to do whatever you want to do. I do what I want to do. I travel how I want to travel. I buy what I want to buy. I go where I want to go. I invest and spend the money I want to spend. And I earn like I want to earn. I feel like I want to feel. Because I've made a decision to understand that I don't have to use fear as a barrier to block me from my dreams. Okay? Write this down. Fear itself, write it down, people. I'll slap you. Don't play with me, okay? Write this down. Fear is nothing but an illusion. I was just talking to my girl about this. You know, we were talking, we're meditating. She meditates with me every morning. Now she's an expert meditator. I'm very proud of her as well. And we were talking about fear, and she's really, like, I can tell she's really getting and understanding what fear really is, because we glaze over the deeper level of educating ourselves about what fear is. We just say things such as, I'm afraid of this, and I'm afraid of this. Well, I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't want this to happen. I don't want this to happen. And what we don't realize is that we are creating this illusion that we call fear. Write this down. Fear is nothing but an illusion. What is an illusion, ladies and gentlemen? Let's start defining words so we can understand. I'm not going to assume you understand these words, okay? Like illusion, even though it's very simplistic. But an illusion is something that is not physical, okay? It's almost imaginary. Like, you can't touch an illusion, can you? Illusion is similar or synonymous to a dream, right? Anybody have a dream before? Like, dreams are not real, but they feel real, don't they? Hello? Like my girl, she had a dream the other night. She said, oh my God, I'm not going to tell you about the dream. It was a crazy dream. Basically, she thought I was with another woman, you know, but it felt real to her. You know, that dream felt real to her. That she woke up and she was a little concerned about that. Well, that's what an illusion is as well, ladies and gentlemen. An illusion is basically a dream. Okay? So write that down. Fear is an illusion. So, now the better question is, listen here, it's going to be powerful, as well, is there an opportunity for me to eliminate the fears from my life? And the answer is yes. Let me tell you why. And I want you to listen very close here. Listen, come here. You are creating the illusion of the fears that you want to eliminate. Okay? You're doing it. Let me say it one more time. I'm talking to you. You are creating the illusion of the fears that you want to eliminate. Okay? People in my DMs on a daily basis. Wesley, how do I get rid of fear? How do I eliminate fear? Well, Wesley, how do I get rid of this fear, man? I'm just so afraid of, if I do this, what if it don't work out? Listen, I want you to really get this. You, big head, you are creating the illusion. When I say, for example, if I said that, you know what, I want to start a business. I've been working for 10 years for these piece of shit people. I'm sick and tired of going to work every day. I'm sick and tired of driving in traffic. I'm sick and tired of that boss breathing down my neck, hearing my coworkers kee hee behind my back. I'm tired of sending emails. I'm tired of being a waitress or a waiter serving these ungrateful people, giving me these small tips. Okay? You say, I want to start a business. I want to start a business. You know what? I want to, maybe you see a young black man on the internet and you see him with his fancy cars and his fancy life flying around the world, buying his girl beautiful, nice things and taking care of his children. And you see his life and you say, man, I want that. I want what that man has. He's posting videos on the internet, acting like a fool, acting crazy, but having fun in the process. The man looks relaxed, it looks calm, it looks like he is truly free. I want that. And that's you. However, this is what happens. You say, I want to start a business, but as soon as you say, but, you're done. And that's 99% of you. You say, well, but, I have a job, and if I leave my job, see, I want you to pay attention to what we do as, adults or even teenagers. I want to start the relationship, but everybody cheated on me. I want to start this business, but what if I start the business, then I can't get my job back and then my bills, and I got to pay for this, and I got kids. And what I want you to realize that you are constructing the fear that you don't even want to entertain. Like you're putting the fear together by the words that you're speaking out of your mouth. Does that make sense, ladies and gentlemen? Raise your right hand. That's right, Tamara. That but word will kill your dreams. Do you hear me? The but word. It's going to kill your dreams. Well, you know what? I want to start something brand new here, okay? I'm going to walk you through my presidential suite here so you can get an image and see this excellence here. You say, you know what? I want to start this deal. I want to start an internet company. I want to start this little business. But, let me say it again. The word but will kill your dreams. As soon as you use the word but, it's the moment when you're starting to design and construct the blueprint of fear. Okay? See, many of you were never educated. You don't know that fear itself is a blueprint, is it not? You got a success blueprint, and you got a blueprint of failure, and you have a blueprint of fear. And many of you are creating the blueprint. You're spending time in your house and on your bed at night, and you're thinking about everything that may go wrong and everything that you don't want to happen and things that you're afraid of. You're ruminating on these thoughts, and what you don't realize is that you're designing the blueprint of fear. Comment these words below. No more buts. No more buts. Write that down, please. No more buts. No more buts. If you want to start a business, start the business right now, in this moment. You're 30, you're 40, you're 50, 60, 70. Who cares? If you got an ideal, something that you're passionate about, something that you want, you start it right now in this moment. Does that make sense? The only thing I want you to think about is how successful that business is going to be, how many customers you're going to have, how much money that you're going to transact, how many people that you're going to help, how many different services you're going to provide, the products that you're going to create, how many people that you're going to change lives for. Those are the thoughts that I want to run in the back of your mind. Does that make sense, ladies and gentlemen? That's how Wesley Virgin, that's how I had to, it's not a, see, listen, I had to realize, I was 29, 30 years old. I had to realize it wasn't important that I get rid of fear. It was important that I understood it. And by understanding fear, I had to educate myself. I had to understand, well, what is fear? What is it really? What is fear? I didn't go to school. I went to Law Elementary. I went to Fundren Middle School in Houston, Texas. I went to LECJ, Law Enforcement and Criminal Justice. And during those 12 years of linear education, they never taught me, well, Wesley, this is what fear is. Let me deep dive. We're not going to talk surface level, Mr. Virgin. Let me explain to you what fear really is and how it affects the brain and how it affects as you live your life. It's going to affect you in your relationships. It's going to affect you with your job, the people in your friend groups, your inner circles, with your finances. It's everything. So, Mr. Virgin, we need to explain to you and teach you for a couple of days on what fear is and how to work with it so it works in your favor instead of diminish you. Does that make sense? Come at the word valuable love, you're getting value here. Listen, I am not a motivator. I'm not here to inspire you. I'm here to educate you. The reason why people around the world that wants to be successful, they want to be rich, they want to have all the things that God, the universe, or whatever you believe in wants you to have, it's because you're not educated. Fuck motivation. Okay? That's not what you need. You need to be educated. Fear, write this down. Fear has an acronym, okay? The acronym of fear is false evidence appearing real. Say it with me. Because see, if I drill this new definition in your mind about what fear really is, whenever you feel scared about anything, you will remember that fear is nothing but false evidence appearing real. You get it? It appears, see, it's false. Let me tell you why it's false. If I'm afraid to leave my job, start a new company, to start a new business, like if I'm afraid to do that, well, check it out. The only reason why I'm afraid to do that is because of what I think may happen if I do leave the job. The only reason why I don't start a new relationship is because of what I believe will happen if I start a new relationship. You get it? The reason why I won't take risks is because what I believe will happen if I take the risk. But see, it is false because what I believe is not necessarily true. Does that make sense? If you leave your job today to start a company, it doesn't mean that you're going to be a failure. It doesn't mean that you're going to live on the street if you can't pay your bills. Just because you invest $30,000, $50,000 in a company, in a business, in an opportunity, in a service, it doesn't mean that it's not going to work out. It doesn't mean it's going to ruin you. I hear people, oh man, that last company, it ruined me. They took everything. They took everything I had. They scammed me. They hurt me. Again, that's an illusion. You're not ruined. You're still living. They didn't take everything. They didn't take your mind. They didn't take your beliefs. They didn't take your thoughts. You still got a car, still got a home, still got an apartment. What are you talking about? Many of you, what you fail to understand because of your lack of education is that you're using fear because you don't understand it. You're using fear as an excuse. And an excuse that you don't understand is the reason why you can't do what you need to do for a very prolonged amount of time. To start a company, for it to be successful, first of all, many of you want to be entrepreneurs and many of you are entrepreneurs. Yes? Right? Many of you are entrepreneurs. We're going to say that. Or you want to be, or you aspire to be one, right? Listen, the reason why many of you have not started because you're using fear as an excuse. Okay? You're using it as an excuse. What else would it be? Well, I can't do this because, I can't give you 30,000 West because I don't have it. That's an excuse. You do have it. If you don't have it, you can find it. But you don't choose to find it. You get it? Well, yes, I want to start this business, West, but I'm in debt. I'm in debt so bad I can't start anything. That's an excuse. That's a fear, right? Because you fear if you try to spend more money or find more money, you're going to be more in debt. And your fear is debt, right? See how these are just small excuses? Say it with me and write this down one more time. Fear is false evidence appearing real. Write it down. It is false evidence appearing real. Drill that in. When I was 29 years old, I would say it every single day when I was on an air mattress. I said, Wesley Virgin, this is false evidence appearing real. I just lost my car. It is false evidence appearing real. It's okay. It's not a big deal just because I lost my car. Okay, they repoed the car. It doesn't mean, I can't get to work now. What I'm going to do with my life. Fuck that. That is false evidence appearing real. I lost my apartment. I still remember the day when I came back from work, from riding the bus, and there was an eviction notice on my apartment door here in Houston, Texas, in Indigo Falls. Look it up. Boom, eviction notice. I said, this is false evidence appearing real. True story. It's false. This is not real. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to whine. I'm not going to bitch. And I'm not going to complain about the situation because it's false. Are you with me? Any word or anything that works against you is false. If people are talking about you behind your back, that is false. Oh, man, all these people talking about me, man. They teasing me and they treat me like shit. That's false. I'm glad these people are talking about me behind my back. That means these people no longer need to be in my life. I'm moving forward. I'm glad I got the haters and the naysayers. All that means is I'm doing something right. Let me continue to do it. Because obviously, I'm stirring up the pot. Obviously, I'm pissing some people off. Okay, so I'm doing the right. I'm doing the right thing. Are you guys with me here? Write it down. False evidence appearing real. That's all what fear is. It's false. But it feels real. It appears real because, like I said before, it's like a dream. You know, it's like a dream. And you're imagining it. See, wouldn't have, it would have been amazing if someone would have taught us that imagining this fear is the reason why I'm not moving consistently towards my dreams and my goals. God. Well, I'm telling you that now. That I want you to realize it's not important for you to eliminate fear because you are creating the fear that you're trying to eliminate. What I want you to do is start to focus on what you want. That's it. Ooh. Come on. Just focus on what you want. One day, if you want to pay $10,000 per night at a beautiful, luxurious hotel in Vietnam, you do that shit. If one day you want to go to a car dealership and you want to write a check for $400,000 for a Rolls Royce, you do that shit. If one day you want to go to your parents' house and you want to bless them with a $50,000, $100,000 check, you do that shit. Do it. If one day you want to take your children around the world, take them to Disney, not in America, take them to Disney in Japan. They got Disney World everywhere. Say, baby, we're going first class to Japan and we're going to Disney World. Y'all want to go? Hell yeah, mama. Yeah, daddy. Do that shit. Okay? It's not about you have to learn to focus on what you want because you already know. Like, you know, I'm not going to say, oh, you need to focus on what you want. Learn how to do that. You guys already know that. But now that you understand that every time that you think negatively about your life and about your dreams and about what you want, every time you think that way, folks, you are creating the blueprint of fear. Does that make sense? Every time you're afraid of something, oh, well, I'm afraid that this may not work. But my question is, well, what if it does work? Well, I'm not sure if we can do this. I have to remind my team all the time. They were like, well, we don't know, Wes. You know, we haven't did this before, and I don't know if this is going to work. And we tried. And I don't think I tried everything. I said, you have not tried everything. You've tried everything instead of the thing that actually works. How many of you got value this morning with me? And I know it's evening time over there, but how many of you got value? How many of you right now know and understand that fear is your own creation? Let me give you a quiz. What is fear? Can anyone define the word fear for me in the comments below? Come on, Lily Prosperity. Define the word fear for me. I'm curious. Define the word fear. What is fear? What is your new definition of the word fear? Because before I leave you here today or tonight, I want to ensure that you understand it. That's right, Tamara. False evidence appearing real. Which means you have to make this a practice. Which means is I want you to understand this. For several years, 20, 30, 40, 50 years of your life, you've already been programmed in a way that you use fear as an excuse that you believe is stopping you from your dreams. Right now, I want you to write this down below. That fear is no longer stopping you from becoming the man or woman that you want to be. Write that down below. Like, don't even use it. When people ask you, well, what's your greatest fear? Say nothing. Fear of being poor. Right? Fear of being fat. Fear of being sick. When people ask you, well, what's your biggest fear? Say nothing. I don't have any fears. And maybe that's a lie, but it's okay. But if you continue to say that you have no fears, that you are filled with confidence, that you are formidable, that you are resilient, if you feel that and you believe that and you say that, that's what it is. Write it down. Fear is no longer stopping me from becoming the man or woman that I want to be. Write that down right now, all of you, all 40 of you, 40 million of you. Write that down in this moment, please. And the reason why you know that is because you understand that you are creating the fear that you don't want. So why would a person self-sabotage themselves? Does that make sense? Like, why would I drive the car to get out the car and give myself a flat tire and try to drive and say, oh man, I got a flat tire? Well, you're the person that put a nail in the tire. Now that sounds ridiculous, right? Sounds crazy. Like, who drives a car and takes a nail and put it in the tire? No one. Well, that's what you're doing. You're driving toward your dreams. You're positive. You're excited about it. And then you get out and you sabotage it. Well, you're like, well, I don't know, man. What? I know everything's going great right now, but what if something happened? What if I lose this? What if I lose the money? What if the business partner cheat on? What if? You get it? What I'm asking you to do is, don't sabotage yourself. Don't put a nail in your own tire. Why would that? That's ridiculous. Stupid. That's dumb. Why would you put a nail in your own tire? All right? Why would you start something, start a new business, a new relationship, only to sabotage it? Right? Any questions for me here? If you got any value, come with the word value below. Okay? Look at that view, though. Any questions for me? If you want to listen to more of the podcast, if you want to listen to more of Wesley Virgin, okay? Go to Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Type in Wesley Million Dollar Virgin Podcast. I'm available. It's free. Listen. Consume your mind with the information that you want to see and to attract in your life. For anything to change in your life, you must change your thinking. I don't care how hard you work. I don't care how much you suffer and sacrifice. If you don't change your thoughts and the way that you think, you will never be successful. You will never be consistently happy. You will be lost. You will be uncertain for the rest of your life until you die. Nothing changes until you change you first. And that's what we're doing here because I'm educating you. Any questions for me here? Okay? If you got more value, if you got a lot of value, share this now, please. Okay? If you got a ton of value here tonight or today, if you're going to go to sleep thinking about this video, this rant here, if you're going to decide to listen to it while you sleep, share it to somebody else, somebody that you know needs to hear this now, okay? What advice you have about men on the road to riches and wanting to become successful millionaires and being a very attractive, standing out ladies man along the way? Well, first of all, men, I'm just answering the question. Scott from Canada. He wants to know what does he need to do to be successful and become rich and attract ladies. First of all, fuck ladies. Okay? Fuck women. Who cares about women? Men, you got to understand that you care too much about women. You put women on a pedestal. That's why they act the way that they act. See, a lot of women, they run you over and treat you like shit because that's your focus. And you accept anything because you haven't developed yourself as a man that every woman wants. So your first step, write this down. This is all men that are listening to me right now that doesn't have $1 million liquid somewhere in somebody's bank account. Fuck women. Women are none of your concern for the next 5 to 10 years. Is that clear? If you're in your 20s, you're a teenager. Women, they're not your concern right now. Not even. Don't even think about them. Don't look at porn. Don't hit on them. If they hit on you, tell them no. Say absolutely not. I want you to do that. Why? Because what that exudes is self-discipline. Self-discipline is the ability to say no when you want to say yes. Does that make sense? Self-discipline is the ability to say no when you feel you want to say yes. Does that make sense? That's the first step. Fuck the women. Second step, you need to find out what you want to do. Now, you might say, oh, I don't know what I want to do, which is the reason why you shouldn't even focus on women, because no woman wants to be with a man or around a man that has no purpose, no clarity, and he does not know what he wants to do. Women, am I correct? Of course I am. Okay, so you need to find out what you want to do. Saying that I don't know what I want to do, I don't know what I'm good at, it's not fucking good enough. This is the reason why you need to spend time by yourself. Why? Because you need to get clarity. You need to get clarity on who you want to be. You need to get clarity on what you want to do to make a contribution to the world, to be able to bring in finances. Does that make sense? You need to work on your finances. You need to work on a budget. It's not about getting rich. That shouldn't be your focus. Your focus is to understand money. How do we understand money? It's very simple. The richest people on the planet, the reason why they're rich and wealthy, Listen close, man. Because they spend less than they earn. It's that simple. If you spend more than you earn, I don't care if you earn $1 million a month, you're going to be broke. So you either learn it now or you learn it later. If you spend less than you earn, you will make millions. Even if you have a job, it doesn't matter because the money is going to stack. Does that make sense? So that's called becoming a financial astute man, that you're smart around money. Now, I want you to realize something, man, that everything that I'm discussing with you is very attractable when it comes to a woman. Okay? Women like a man that when he thinks about women, he like, fuck woman, she's not that important. Women like men like that. I can tell you why on a different rant. Number 2, a woman likes a man that's financially astute. Number 3, a woman likes a man that knows exactly what he wants. I mean, he knows what he wants, what his purpose is. The woman loves a woman that's clear about who he wants to be and the things that he wants to do, because it gives her an opportunity to relax in his leadership. But the man that's very wavering, he doing this on Sunday, starting a business on Sunday, watching a football game on Monday, playing a game on Tuesday, hanging out with friends here, talking about, oh, baby, we're going to take you out of the ghetto. Baby, I'm going to do this for you. I'm going to do this for you. Well, yeah, women see a man like that as a man that's very uncertain, and women don't want to be around a man that's uncertain, okay? Women don't want to be around a man that's indecisive. So another thing is, men, talking to you, Scott, you have to learn how to be decisive. And I get it. Maybe you didn't have a dad that was decisive. Maybe you didn't have any man in your life that knew how to make a decision. So maybe you don't know how to make decisions. But let me tell you something. The trait of a leader and the trait of a entrepreneur that's actually successful, he makes decisions. So let me teach you how to make a decision, because I get it. You might say, well, Wesley, how do I make decisions? I don't know how to make decisions. Yeah, I understand. You're crying to me right now. So Daddy West is going to tell you. This is how you make decisions, young people, men. Don't be so concerned. The only reason why people make decisions is because they want to make the right decision. That's obvious. When they think about making a decision about anything, they say, well, I want to make the right decision. All right? And it's obvious why they want to make the right decision, because they want to get whatever that they want or desire from the decision that they have to make. Right? But let me share something with you that you've never learned in school and that you've never learned from your parents. It's not important to make the right decision. It's important to make a decision. Okay? Does that make sense, man? It's not important to make the right decision. It's important to make a decision. Okay? So when you're thinking about, well, what business should I start, Wesley? Should I go in digital marketing like you? Should I be an internet marketer? Should I be? Well, it's not important to go into digital marketing or internet marketing or network marketing or whatever. It's just important to go into one of them. That's it, with no expectation. Just say, I'm going to go into this and I'm going to work it. If I feel it, if I like it, I'm going to stay with it. If I don't, then I'll try something else. When I started off, when I was in my 20s, the first thing I did was network marketing. I did that for a while. I realized that I didn't want to do network marketing. Then I started selling knives. I didn't want to sell knives. I sold vacuum cleaners, door to door. I didn't want to sell that. The point is, I tried many different things in my 20s until I realized that I want to be an internet marketer now. I want to create a company on the internet and get paid where I can sleep in my bed in Vietnam in my presidential suite with my boo to my left. That's what I want to do. So I stayed in the industry of internet marketing. But I was able to do that because I made a ton of decisions. Does that make sense? I made a lot of decisions, folks. Does that make sense? I made a lot of decisions until I made the right decision. Same thing in any company I've ever built. I have several internet and digital marketing companies on the internet right now. Well, I've had a lot of decisions I made and created a ton of products. A lot of products did not work. Product that you're not even aware of. I made a decision to create the product. It was trash. I created another product. It was trash. I've created many products that did not work at all. Okay? But the point was to continue to create products until I create the product that worked. Okay? See, many of you men, by the way, many of you men are sitting on your hands or laying on your hands waiting for another motivational video from Wesley Virgin. You're waiting on another spark, another, you want to be scintillated, from my voice or my interaction here on the internet here. What I want you to understand is you just got to just make this, you just got to just do shit. You got to just go for it. If you feel it, go for it. Don't think about it. Don't ask your mama because your mama not rich. Don't ask your daddy because your daddy not rich. And don't ask your girl nor your wife. As a matter of fact, you should just dump your girl. Okay? Spend time by yourself and make a decision. Does that make sense? Scott, are you listening? All men, are you listening? You asked the question here. Once you make a decision on what you want to do, you have to do many things until you get it right. Now, let me say this. If you want to be intelligent about starting a business or creating a product on the internet, listen very closely here, because this is very important. I suggest, and this is the advice I would give the 20-year-old self. If you want to be successful financially, creating a product, starting a service or a business, model what already works. Don't think you're going to be Elon Musk and create electric cars or create something that no one's ever seen before. Many of you are not that smart. No offense, but you're not. You're not that intelligent. You're not that smart. You're damn sure not smart as Elon Musk, okay? Meaning this. Find something in the marketplace. Listen here. You want to be here? You want to hang out here? You know what I'm saying? With your boo? With your girlfriend? Listen, with your wife? Find something in the marketplace that's already working and study that shit like you're studying for the bar. Like a lawyer studies for a bar, like a doctor studies for the MCAT, like a nurse studies for the NCLEX, okay? You find something that's already working, a business that's already in operation, that's already making money, and you model it. You find out why it works, and you make it better, but you just model it. Does that make sense? Okay? Does that make sense? Hello? That last one is applicable to women too. Like women, if you want to be this badass, successful entrepreneur as a woman, do the same thing. Find you another woman, find you another man out there, that's already doing well. You just model exactly what they're doing. And it's all public, it's all on the internet, so it's very easy to model companies and get data and get research about companies. And that's very simple. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm doing it right now with my application. My app is not nothing new. I saw another app in the App Store that was doing something similar to what I'm trying to do. That app is already making a couple $1 million a month. I studied it. I modeled it, okay? And I'm just making it better. But I'm using what they have already created. They've spent millions of dollars on the app as a blueprint, but it's just outdated. It's obsolescent in my opinion. And I'm coming with something. I'm adding one little new addition. It's just like Burger King and McDonald's. What's the difference? One has sesame seed buns, one don't, right? So it's just slight differences. That's it. I mean, they call it the Whopper, they call it the Big Mac. One got secret sauce, one don't have no sauce. I mean, it's just slight differences, but they are both billionaire companies here, okay? Men, are you paying attention here? Okay? Next, and this is just for men because Scott asked the question. Next thing you need to do, you need to learn how to be a great communicator, okay? You need to learn how to speak effectively. This is important because when you talk to people about business, when you have to lead and manage employees, you need to learn how to speak well. Without having the ability to articulate yourself properly to people, you can't lead them. They won't listen to you. That means you won't have any employees, okay? Because no one's gonna live. They're not gonna listen to you, okay? You're not gonna know how to deal with conflict resolution. You're not gonna know how to negotiate deals with partners. I do it all day long with people. This is one of the reasons why I'm out here in Hong Kong and overseas, because I'm working out deals, okay? I'm talking with people on the internet, with people that live in other countries, working out deals. Without having effective communication skills, I can't seal those deals. Does that make sense? So men, learn how to speak properly. How do you do that? Listen to people that speak properly. Okay, the way that you speak right now is from your environment. It's from your friends, your mama, your daddy, the people that are in your inner circle. That's why you speak the way that you speak. If you mumble when you talk, because you hang around mumblers. If you use the word feel the word, oh yeah, you know me, 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 man, you know me, man, yeah, man. Well, that's the people that you're around. They speak that way. Okay? If you use unknown acronyms when you text, such as WID and yes sir, SR, well, because you're around those type of people. I would suggest when you write, when you speak properly. Make it a habit. Because listen, successful entrepreneurs are special. Anybody can be an entrepreneur. Anybody can get a DBA for $12. But to be a successful entrepreneur, you understand that you are the 1%. So the 1%, they're very different from the masses, which means you need to learn how to speak well, write well, and read. Does that make sense? Period. Okay? Are you hello? Are you guys listening? Men, give me a thumbs up if you're taking notes here, because I know women are. So, men, take notes. Next thing, men, is your physical appearance. Listen, everybody wasn't blessed to be gorgeous and beautiful, okay? Period. And I get it, oh, you're beautiful in my eyes. Well, fuck that. Listen, everybody ain't blessed to be beautiful and just gorgeous or whatever. But there are things you can do to work on yourself to increase your physical appearance. One, go to the freaking gym. I mean, who can't do that? Who can't go to the gym? Who can't go work out there? Who can't do push-ups? Every man out here right now can go to the gym and do push-ups and throw up some weight, okay? Period. Does that make sense? Because everybody, not just women, everybody, even men, admires a man that takes care of his body because it exudes and it shows that he is a very disciplined man, period, okay? Does it make sense? Work on your body, okay? There are things you can do as far as hygiene-wise. This is very simple, man. Take care of your teeth. I mean, it's 2024. You shouldn't have crusty teeth. You shouldn't have crooked teeth either. You just shouldn't have that. It's so many options, so many different solutions to fix your teeth, fix your mouth, okay? Because everybody, men, women, everybody likes a man with a pretty, attractive smile, okay? So white, straight teeth. Another thing, get yourself a facial routine. Take care of your skin. It's not just a woman thing. I'm sick and tired of this. Oh, look, that's what women do. No, that's not what women do, okay? I mean, you have skin just like women have skin on their face, right? You need to clean the face properly. That means you need to have a 3-step program: cleanse, exfoliate, and tone, and moisturize, whatever. But do it every day, right? Does that make sense? Because listen, how you look and how you present yourself to a world is connected to how you feel as a person. If you out there looking crazy, looking just nasty and dirty, then how you going to feel? You're going to feel that way, okay? And then how you present yourself to the world is how people portray you. So if you walk around with holes in your clothes, dirty ass shoes, your breath smell like shit, I mean, people in their mind like, man, that person don't give a fuck about themselves. Your hair looking all crazy. Does that make sense? So listen, and this is what I teach my children. I teach them this when they were young. I said, always project an image of success. You want to be successful, or project the image of success. Because maybe you don't have a lot of money right now. That's okay. But project the image as if you do. Does that make sense? Can I get an amen, please? Okay? You project the image of the person that you want to be now. Okay? About how you dress and how you carry yourself. It doesn't take millions and millions of dollars to dress well and smell good. Last thing, smell good. Always smell good. I don't care if you're going to the gym. I don't care if you're taking a shit. Smell good in that bathroom. When you go to bed, smell good. We go to the mailbox, smell good. Just make it a habit, make it a practice to always smell good every single day of your life. Doesn't matter where you go. Does it make sense? Why do you do this? Because you're setting yourself apart from all the other men that don't give a damn. Because most men don't. Does that make sense? Most men don't give a damn. They just like whatever. They just go outside looking whatever. Right? They don't care. You don't be that type of man. You be an exceptional man. You hold yourself to a higher standard, and that higher standard is on autopilot. You just do it because you have disciplines and these habits that you put in place to be this type of man. Does that make sense? Man, did you get it? Any more questions for me here? Any more questions? Did you get value here? Okay. Any more questions for me? Did you get value here? Before I let you go, if you just getting here, don't be late again. I don't like late people. Okay, I will fucking block you. You need to turn on your notifications. When I go live, you need to be ready. Okay, and you on my time, which means I'm not gonna go time at a very specific time. I go live when I feel like going live. I have a fabulous, perfect life, and I do what the fuck I want to do. So when I go live, you should be ready to go. You should have a notification say, "Oh, Wesley's online. I need to learn. I need to listen." Because there's something that I don't know. Because listen, let me share something with you. If you're in a situation right now and you don't want to be in that situation, it's because of something that you don't know. And for you to understand and get knowledge, or to accumulate knowledge about what you don't know, you need to be ready, like a student, ready to listen and ready to learn whenever the teacher starts to speak. I had a question about sales. Millionaires told me I should be in sales. I'm a great speaker, blah, blah, blah. Okay, great. Yeah, be in sales for sure. Start it. And who cares what millionaires have tell? You know, don't concern yourself with what millionaires tell you. You need to learn that. I mean, you need to spend time on doing what you want to do. Millionaires can make suggestions. I'm making a suggestion here, okay? These are suggestions. I'm not a dilettante. I'm not making you do anything, okay? Or even other millionaires to give you advice. Do what you want to do. But I do agree that you should be in sales first. Learn how to sell. How can I join your program? Which program is that? You need to be more clear and more specific, okay? And like I said before, we are hiring people right now. The company is experiencing phenomenal growth. I can't even lie. I mean, I'm doing well. I mean, I wouldn't be paying $10,000 per night for this room if I wasn't, right? So we're doing very well, and we're looking to help other people do well as well. As well. But listen up. Here's the rules of engagement to work with me. Don't fuck around, okay? Don't waste my fucking time, and don't waste the time of my VP Ariella, or don't waste our time at all. Which means if you're not ready to make a full commitment to being a salesperson or a setter, we don't want you on board, okay? We can't work with you at all. We don't want to waste any time. We can't. It's almost impossible. We're so busy, we can't waste any time on people that are seeing a shiny object and they only want to be a part of something because it's shiny, okay? If you're not ready to commit 40 to 60 hours a week of your life, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. I'm not going to lie to them. Oh, yeah, just work part-time, 4 hours a week. Nah, you're going to work a lot. But you're going to work from home. And at the same time, you're going to be mentored by myself and about the people that I have made millionaires. On my staff, there are 3 confirmed millionaires that work for me. And the reason why they are successful and they're multimillionaires is because they just decided to partner and argument with me. Because I'm very invested into other people's success. I'm very successful. I'm going to make more money. Money is very easy for me to make. So now I'm here to help other people to do it. So we are looking for salespeople, great communicators. I want people who already know how to sell. Okay, if you can't sell, don't talk to me. Honestly, if you can't talk properly, don't send me a message. I won't respond. And guess what? Ariella won't respond. If you're reaching out to Ariella, I follow her. So if you don't know who she is, well, you late to the goddamn party. Okay, she's a phenomenal business person. I met her online. She met me. I gave her an opportunity, and I had the opportunity to make her a multimillionaire. And she's a woman, and she's still 30 years old, okay? She's young. She made $1 million when she was in her 20s with me. That's what I do for people that are very committed, that are serious. Don't bullshit with me. Don't tell me that you want to, well, I really want an opportunity. I really want to work for you. Like, this shit going to be easy. It's going to be the fucking hardest thing you ever did in your life. And if you ain't down for that, then stay what you're currently doing. Live your current life. Stay with your current husband, your current wife, and your current whatever. I don't give a damn. I won't fucking hustle. I want people who just fucking hangry motherfucker. I want dogs. You hear me? Oh. You know, I want people that are willing to do whatever it takes to get the fuck what they want. I like working with those type of people. Does that make sense? So you reach out to her, and if she's not answering you, just send her a video, okay? Ariella, she reached out to me, for true story, for 3 months before I decided to answer her DM. Every day she would send me a video and she communicated and articulated a message to me, telling me, advising me why she should, or why I should select her to be a part of my team. Okay, for 3 months. 3 months, you hear me? With no reciprocal type of message from me. Okay, so if you're ready to do that, then reach out to her again. Keep reaching out to her. Don't be in my DM. Oh, Ariel's not reaching out to me. She's not talking. Okay, what the fuck you want me to do? All that crying and whining, it'll get you blocked. If you're in my DM crying about some shit, about, oh, this person did one, I'm going to block you. Okay? When you talk to her, just imagine as if you were talking to Oprah Winfrey. If you're talking to me, imagine as if you're talking to Jeff Bezos, or you're talking to Elon Musk or something, or Warren Buffett, okay? I'm busy. I'm rich. I'm fucking rich. I'm crazy rich. I'm not trying to sugarcoat it, but I am a very well-off individual, which means I don't have time to waste time with anybody that doesn't know what they want and it can't articulate it properly. If you're not willing to persevere to get what you want, then I don't want to work with you anyway. Does that make sense? Okay? What did you do for the first time speaking? What did you do for the first time speaking? I don't understand your question. How did you discover your unique skill? I learned it, man. Like I said, I tried a lot of things in the internet marketing industry, and I realized that I was a great copywriter because I was a natural persuader of people. I just know how to persuade people, and I got better because now I really educated myself and learned how to communicate with people, how to influence people as well. So that was my skill. Okay, Wes, how do you not compare yourself even when you're rich? I don't know who would I compare myself to be honest with you. No one's on my level. And you might say, oh, no, other people on your level. What you mean? Elon Musk, Warren Buffett, Tyler Perry, this guy Drake, they're richer than you. They're more famous than you. Well, that's not how I compare an excellent individual. This is how I compare myself. I compare myself to the man I was yesterday. So let me explain that. Like, did I read something yesterday? Did I learn something yesterday? Did I listen to some self-development yesterday? Did I work yesterday? Was I creative yesterday? Did I inspire and educate my team yesterday? What were the results from yesterday? How much money did I make yesterday? Does that make sense? Was I a good boyfriend yesterday? Was I a good lover? Was I a good father yesterday? Does that make sense? So that's how those different categories is how I measure if I'm making progress. So I don't need to compare myself to anybody that I don't know. I don't know these people. So I don't know why you guys feel the need nor the tendency to compare yourself to people that you don't really know. Kim Kardashian, LeBron James, Tyler Perry. I mean, all these people that are famous and very successful. Why compare yourself to these social media stars? You don't know these people. You only know what you see online. So why would you spend time comparing yourself to something that could be very false? And usually it is. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who people are today. Does that make sense? Compare yourself to who you were. What type of man were you dead state yesterday? What did you do yesterday? What progress did you make yesterday? Okay, now it's the new day. So how can you be better today? Even if it's small, it could be a modicum of change, but this is how I want you to think about making measurable progress. Jordan Peterson, he says something very profound. He says, instead of aiming high and miss, aim low and hit, which means is a lot of you, I want to make $1 million. I want to make $1 million. Make $10,000 per month first. Okay? Like make $10,000 per month first before you thinking about $1 million or $100,000 a month. Make $5,000 a month. Make $2,000 a month first. Aim low and hit it. Because when you aim low in life and actually hit the goal, it inspires you. You get excited. You get a hit of dopamine. Like, yes, I did that shit. Okay, great. What's next? Right? But if you aim too high, you just, unfortunately, you'll have a tendency to be discouraged because you have a goal that's so high that you're not able to conceive nor perceive with your mind. All right, next question here. Are we done? I love all of you guys. Like I said, we are hiring people. Reach out to Ariella. They have a new app out, Manifest AI. If you want to download the app, to help you manifest your dreams using artificial intelligence. It's free. Go to the App Store, type in Manifest space AI, download it, and you will be you're going to be excited. You're going to be absolutely just astounded about what we have put together. Spent hundreds of thousands of dollars to create this app that would allow you to install new beliefs and to install new ideologies and way of thinking to reconnect your neurotransmitters in a way so you can produce the results that you want on autopilot. Much love. This is Wesley, $1 billion Virgin. How much money you make per day? It could be from between $100,000 to sometimes $300,000-$400,000 a day sometimes, but that's gross, right? It's not net. But I just say that many months have been 7-figure months in the last 6 months. So I'm blessed. I'm doing well. But my goal is $30 million per month, which I'll do that in the next 6 months. Okay? Much love. I love all of you. Thank you if you choose to share this now. I do appreciate that. Or if you want to like it, you can like it as well so I can share this with the world. This is Wesley, $1 Billion Virgin. Much love. And let's go.